That's right.
So there.
I'm gonna do an to Dan and just the off chance.
Yeah.
A message. Maybe if
There it is, the
everybody
whole
reaches out
squad.
to him.
That's so funny. David definitely called him. We've all together sent him
If I
various
had
and
his phone
sundry
number,
messages.
just a 405 area code. What the fuck is this?
We'll literally message about a vacation we're taking later this month, and he just won't mention it next time we talk.
Imagine instead of using spreadsheets as a calendar, I don't know, maybe even just uses the clock app on the phone that you can set repeating alarms
For
on.
Saturday. I think he doesn't
I,
like.
I think he I don't know. I think he likes D&D. I think he doesn't. I think he's a lot like me. And I've said this, and I'll say
We're
it
streaming.
while we're recording.
Yeah.
While we're streaming. I don't like being a player in online. I can't do it. I've tried a handful of times.
Fair enough.
And I think that's where Dan's at. Dan likes David's a player in a Dan game.
Yeah.
He builds these great worlds. He does a lot of like story building behind the scenes. I think that's what he enjoys. He enjoys the story building aspect of D&D. Much easier to do as a DM.
I mean, it's because I can't say anything because I've only ever done online. I've never done an in-person D&D.
I don't know if he's done in-person D&D. I've run a single in-person D&D game for him at David's wedding. So I know he's at least done one. He had a good time then. Do you remember what the milk makers, David? Do you remember what your
Milkmen? We're the milkmen.
They were the milkmen. That's right. Yep.
Sean finally gave me an opportunity to speak Minotaur.
Yeah, right. You guys know how the running joke is that David keeps taking Minotaur as a language, and I won't put a Minotaur in for his wedding D&D game. I made it all about Minotaurs.
Oh, nice.
Whole brothel with Minotaurs in it. I was like,
sick.
This one's for you, buddy. They were the milkmen.
I think the reason Dan is often not here is he forgets about D&D. He schedules something on the weekend that is a higher priority than D&D, and then D&D comes along. Oh, I have to go do the other high priority thing.
Yeah,
That's
I agree. But I think the roasting of his calendar is, what's the word I'm looking for? Valid. It's valid. In that scenario, it's still valid.
Yep.
It's not like, we've only canceled a couple of times since Dan started playing. It's always at the same time. We're pretty consistent here.
That's true. We'll maybe start like 45 minutes later sometimes, but we still play.
But we're here. We're vibing in together.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost 8 now, but we've been sitting here chatting for half an hour.
Yeah.
You gotta get in the spirit,
Yeah.
We had to look at Trevor's
Back in the day, we
toilets
didn't
Fallout.
just
We did have to look. We did have to look through
immediately start
Trevor's
playing
Fallout.
D&D.
I had to sing the new Eminem song, which is going to be stuck in my head forever.
Bro, I haven't even listened.
I still got away from my chicken tenders.
It's so good. It's Slim Shady. It makes me shout out to Brad. Thought of Brad the whole time.
I thought he was killing.
No, it's just like Eminem featuring Slim Shady. That's the vibe of it. I love. There was a comment
SPM and
underneath
Los.
I loved a comment underneath it where it was like, Eminem thinks everybody's so shit around him that he just had to feature himself. Brad, shout out to Brad. He, when we were seniors in high school, like at this time of the year, like right at the end of the year, he would walk around school in a tank top, some shorts, or PJ pants. He had like these Deadpool PJ pants with a literal speaker just playing Slim Shady Eminem on. That's a core memory for me. And hearing this new Slim Shady song, I was like, I hope Bradley's heard it.
Is Brad your grade or mine?
Brad was in my grade. Yeah, both Brad and Werfel were graduated with me.
I'm infamous. You heard of hell while I was sent from it.
Yes. Anyways, D&D last week. Justin ended up being Vecna. Garf has the Book of Vile Darkness. Needs to put it in a library. I think that's just a quick, we're gonna just do that real quick. What else? They found a goblin, a trash goblin. He's the trash man. Trash.
Trash, trash, trash. Boy, I love trash.
I don't know if you guys know if that goblin can do anything. I think you honestly have just hired a pet goblin right now.
Perfect.
Has not shown. No, it was invisible. It was invisible. Known powers of the goblin. Invisibility. You guys partied with some elves because you saved their kingdom. Who were brought back to Central City by Archthaumaturge Rorin. Had the next council meeting. Learned that Curiosity and the Bird Lantern Corps, which is Mr. Hooper's private police force, are looking
for BLA.
what? Yeah, the BLC.
DLC.
Yeah, the Bird Lantern Corps.
Is
BLC.
the Bird Empire a single party state?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But he does do elections. Bi-yearly elections. Nobody's ever run against it. Mr. Hooper runs a tight ship over. We had a lot of conversations with the knowing mistress in her Jeep Wrangler of the celestial skies, where she's like driving around, you know, those like mountainy roads where it's like a single lane road, and if you look over the road, it's like a sheer cliff. It's always like winding. That's what she's driving on. In a Jeep Wrangler all the time. She's just living her best life. She's always listening to an audiobook. That's also something she's doing.
Oh, I think it's time for us to do the sponsorship deal. Audible.
Yeah.
This.
I use Audible.
Use code Curiosity.
I wouldn't doubt if that is a kind of discount.
I do. The hook you guys have right now is there's a defector in the Cult of Dragons. He sent a letter begging for aid in a wizard's tower to the past, like far to the west, past Western City. He says that in that tower they have the blue dragon mask their possession, and he's willing to defect with it. Getting one of those dragon masks would be a severe blow to the summoning of Tiamat. A conversation with the knowing mistress said that the letter is truthful. It is a honest plea for help. What might happen when you get there, the knowing mistress doesn't know, but she does know that that is an honest plea for help. You did learn a little bit about the tower. An archmage of the Elysian Empire, deep in enchanting and conjuration. Really isolated when the Elysian Empire fell. He this wizard named Zonthal kicked out all of his apprentices and shut up his tower. It's unclear how the cult of dragons got into the tower, but it is a good place to hide because it's notoriously difficult to get into. The tower is magical in and of itself.
Could me and Garf had worked on my sword at any point?
Not yet.
Damn.
Not
We're
yet.
always moving.
You're always moving. You're always moving. Lives are always on the line. You take some time right now. I mean, like, lives are always on the line. You just gotta, like, sacrifice some lives. Don't think about it.
That'd be easier if we had them, like, as an actual currency listed. Like, how many lives per
good
sword?
What's
So,
the
like, 2
LPM?
lives per sword.
What's the lives per minute?
LPS.
Lives per minute lost in the current conflict, I'm going to put at
least 2. Maybe 3. They're just people dying of old age. Just
I'd say two per minute. I'd say 2 people die per minute in this conflict.
1 every 30 seconds.
Dude, we
But it's like
magic
several hundred
weapons.
die in 1 hour.
Can we at least go to the store and get some magic weapons?
We can go to the store. We're in Central City. We're in Central City, baby.
And we're not attacking it this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I have so much fucking money for everybody to use.
Meteor Swarm. I mean, wait a minute.
Do you quickly? Yeah. There's several like parts of the city that are just like built out of craters.
You look like there's like all these marble beautiful houses, and then there's like one block area that's like brick buildings.
Yeah, 100%. Because like a dozen archmages were throwing meteors around.
Yeah.
Is there like new crater cities that like have like a net-based system?
There's like whole boroughs like of Central City that are like the affordable housing area that grew out of craters. It's like the rich houses, except for some, kind of survived unscathed. Most of the battle happened, if I remember correctly, most of the battle happened at that wall and the like slums of the Mudgate, because you guys sent the entire army to attack one gate as a distraction so you guys could strike force into the city. So all of the major destruction happened at the Mudgate. And then smaller destruction like immediately around William's Palace. I think like 2 meters.
Last one when we were like physically in his.
Yeah, like his palace was fucked. This whole like the area like where you guys have been meeting has largely been built by the Rumagarian kings since the Elysian, the central palace. For multiple reasons. Like, they tore down parts of it because, like, there was laboratories and profane places. Also some of it. Anyways, Scarf. Put the book in the library.
Yep.
You just like walk it into the bookshelves and just that looks like a nice place. Slide it right there.
Exactly where I'd feel like my God would want me to put them.
Great.
To the script.
You know the Dewey Decimal System. And you put it right where it goes. Like Book of Evil. That goes into the 300s category. 316. There it goes. Right there. And know that a novice of the knowing mistress will show up momentarily after you.
Turn around, the book's already gone.
A thing you can have?
What, David?
Proficiency in libraries.
Proficiency in libraries? Yeah,
It's
that
a
is a
scholar
part.
background.
It's the scholar or aristocrat or
Oh yeah, true.
I think there's a monastic one, maybe.
Oh, like a monk scholar kind of deal.
Yeah. There's several. There's
the Matt Mercer one, right?
Yeah,
because it's the Cobalt Soul.
Yeah, the Matt Mercer monk, 100%. There's a lot of like backgrounds and a couple classes that, at least in a Sean game, I go, you have library proficient.
Which I'm a scholar, so
yeah. Every wizard with formal training has library proficiency.
Fair.
Some clerics have library proficiency.
That like church scripture, so I would assume.
Yeah. Well,
David, your mic sounds weird. Bro. Anybody else hear David weird?
Not on my PC.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
You also kind of sound far away too, Nick.
Yeah. I'm in the
I just wind up my my shit. Is that better?
You still kind of sound far away.
I sound far away.
You do. Hey, so shopping spree. Garf with the money, and there's a shopping spree.
Garf with the money and a shopping spree.
What's the gang after?
Am I good now?
On this trip?
No.
I'm not
you're
good.
Fine. Like it's just
it's okay.
Like we can hear you fine. It's just
we can hear you. You're just kind of like echoey.
Sounds weird, yeah.
We're using
I
another
want to
microphone.
go outside every jewelry store in the city and sweep up all the dirt and then get all the gold out of it.
The jewelry?
I am really sorry to do this to you. I think there's none.
There's none?
Yeah,
No jewelry stores?
This is enough of a magical society where they're not leaving gold dust in the particles. That's money. And we're going to get that money. Can't have free money. That's our money.
Rat. Well, then, I want to heist a jewelry store.
Guys, this has become payday 2. You going in loud or stealthy?
Stealthy.
You all, as
have fun with
begin,
that.
you guys all begin shopping. You hear Zell go, ba, 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 ba. As he's like Pink Panther walking towards a jewelry store.
Just goes invisible, but he's still doing the Mission Impossible theme song.
Yeah.
I look over at Garf and like, that is not my dog.
The bell of the front door. As Zell opens the door and goes in, but is still invisible, you're in the jewelry store, Zell.
Alrighty. We're here. We're in the jewelry store. First, I'm going to look for anything that isn't tied down.
There's several cases of like rings and pendants. There's a couple mannequins and like hand mannequins on top of them with some rings and necklaces, a couple
Mhm.
bracers.
Mhm. Interesting. I want that, and there are people in the store, right? Who's in the store?
Yeah, there's a high elf and this like kind of like goat person, like bipedal, not satyr. I say goat person. They're like it's all flesh. Feet do come into hooves, but it's all flesh, no fur. Blue tinted, about like 6.5 feet tall, and they're just talking about their lives, what they're gonna have for dinner. It seems to be some sort of couple that run this store. Two gentlemen
All right.
just talking about their
Excuse me, gentlemen. I'm looking for a amulet of health.
Dan comes in behind behind Zell. The door rings as well. Oh, it is good to see a fellow hoofed man. Perry up of health. We have one right over here, gentlemen. Please come here. This is the goat man talking. And he
Okay,
goes
yeah,
over to
for
to one
sure.
of the mannequins. One of the like, it's not a mannequin. It's like just the torso with like a little bit of neck, but no arms, and it has a necklace on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
For like showing off.
Yeah, for just jewelry.
For just like neck jewelry, yeah. And then they're like, this right here, enchanted by one of the finest enchanters. Is it to your liking? Do you like the look?
This is a you said this is a periapt of health?
This is a periapt of health.
No, I need an amulet of health.
An amulet.
Yeah,
of
it's a little nicer than this.
Well, I don't have an amulet of health on me, but I have a periapt of health. What else do I have? What else could I offer you here? I have several gems of protection tied to various and sundry items. We have the classic ring. We have bracers of protection. I even have these beautiful septum piercing of protection. I think it
protection
would look lovely
against
on you.
Protection of what? Sell me it.
Protection. If you say somebody says a mean word to you, you have a wonderful septum piercing. You're cooler than them. At the same person, they try and tackle you to the ground and hold you down. You know that you can push them off because you are super cool. Not only that, but if they try and like just punch you in the face, it's just more difficult because they're just looking at that septum because they're like, oh my god, this guy's so cool.
Oh,
This guy's
okay.
so cool.
That's pretty cool. Do you do the piercing in shop?
Oh, we do. Yes, my husband over there does the piercings. Also a tattoo artist. We use the gems. We do magical tattoos. That's what my beautiful husband does.
Could he do a magical tattoo that's like an amulet of health?
Oh, he could do a tattoo to make you more constitution. Raise your constitution.
Yeah. That's what I'm looking
tougher,
for.
Make you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. He like full like Alex Louis Armstrong from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, like pulls his shirt off and just starts flexing with you.
Oh yeah, I'm flexing too.
Yeah,
and Zell is fully able to probably steal some stuff now, I think, right?
What?
Zell's probably able to steal some stuff in this moment of distraction.
Steal stuff right
Yeah, while this conversation is happening, Zell takes out his trusty glass cutter tools that he has in his bag of holding because he does this a lot, right?
I imagine because you're an artificer, it's like a little laser. You know what I'm saying? With like a suction cup that pulls the glass out.
It's fancy, but it's not very big because Zell has small hands, right?
Yeah, maybe.
So I find a secluded spot in the store, a spot where I think they're not really looking, right? I put this on the underside. I go can I go underneath the display?
Yeah,
case?
yeah. You could just go around and go underneath. Yeah.
Yeah, so I go around, go underneath. I cut a small hole with the glass cutter's tools, and then I just empty out the display case, but I leave pieces of trash in it so it doesn't look empty.
Okay.
Just like balls of foil, stuff like that.
Okay.
And then I leave.
Go ahead and make me a sleight of hand check with advantage.
And Dan has no idea this is happening.
Okay, you guys are just flexing. The high elf husband is kind of just drooling, very much like watching in rapture.
You pull up the modifier. Thank God for that advantage, by the way, because I rolled a natural 1 and a natural 17. Sleight of hand plus 0, so it is just a 17.
A 17, okay. And you're out of there.
Yeah, sick.
So are we
I
doing
will have
that
to-
right now?
yeah,
Is that
no, let
something
me-
that we should get set up?
I just need to, I poke my head out the door and start yelling Garf. Garf! Garf!
I'm like sitting on a bench. I'm like the group mom that's just got the money and just let her kids go to like different shops and then just have them come to me. They need money. I'm trying to catch up on the book that I've been reading to help increase my intelligence.
Garf.
I look up and I noticed he's yelling at me. What's up? What's
I need
going on,
money.
Dad?
Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come into the shop.
Okay, I'm coming. I close up my book. I get up.
I need advice too, dude.
What?
I need money and advice.
Oh yeah, here. How much? Money?
I don't know. I don't have any. Let's go talk to the guy.
Okay.
I'll join him on this. I'm looking for some armor.
So you guys go into the jeweler's shop, where the high elf, the goat-esque man, brings you all into the back room. He's, please follow me. Oh, you brought some friends. Good. Moral support always important. Somebody to hold your hand. That's good.
Oh yeah, I'm
That's
getting a
good.
tattoo, guys. How much is it gonna be, shop man?
Eric's gonna go ahead and join in.
Okay.
Here, I'm grabbing my Dr. Pepper real quick. Oh, I got no AC right now. This shit is hot. Oh, I'm glad mine's sealed up a little. I can actually kind of open my mouth today.
Oh, here we go.
That's good.
2,200 gold pieces.
Shit, Garf, can we afford that? I can sell something if I need to. I have this necklace that says Dan on it.
Mhm.
Oh, I have this shield that says Dan on it. I never use that.
No, it's all right. Hold on, I gotta do some math real quick.
I have a couple javelins. Do you take javelins?
Oh, it's all right. Hold on. I just gotta do some math.
What about this? I pull out Lord Farquaad's signet ring. Is this something?
The high elf actually does sort of like look at it and squint at you and goes, how did you come by this?
I don't even remember, dude.
I have one
Yeah.
too.
That's the signet of a noble house back
Yeah?
in my homeland.
Oh yeah, we were there. We fought a green dragon, right?
Well, you all are fighting the dragon.
Oh yeah. We're with the dragon fighting force. We're actually the elite team that's doing it all. I forgot. Yeah, this was the son of the guy. He's one of the bad guys now.
Are you what are you saying?
Right? Isn't that who this was?
No, the ring was from the guy you guys murdered as you
Oh, it wasn't the
walked
Cuck
into
Lord.
cave.
Okay,
No.
never mind.
No, you guys straight. Was it you? No, it was Garv mind spiked guy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I
And
remember.
he
Oh,
just-
yeah, the
he's
noble
just a
guy?
dude. Yeah, it was
Yeah, it was just a
like-
regular dude.
It was just a dude. Like, I mean, he was more than just a dude. Like, he had status, but he
Right.
wasn't an adventurer. So
Yeah,
like,
he just had serfs. and
Yeah,
that's a piece
this
of shit
this
move.
guy like defected to. I'm lying. This guy defected to the dragon side. So yeah, we got his ring now. You know what I mean?
Hold it.
Pretty
I'm
good.
not really sure I'd call it. Oh, actually, Dan wasn't there. Never mind.
I'll
got a
actually
19.
open up my journal that I catalog every single day in, and I'll go to the date. And how I wrote it was killed evil man, had fancy ring.
Yeah, I got it. Well,
And then I pull up the date.
if
I have the
that's my
date label and stuff.
advantage, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Then I got a 21.
Nice. I always thought that the Farquaad family was a bunch of, pussies.
Yeah. Well, he died like
I
a
blew his
bitch.
brain up, dude.
Yeah.
It was-
Well, if you guys are part of, the fighting force that are trying to, save us, we could make some, and like the couple looks at one another. Well, let's get about 1750. 1750. We'll take about 500 gold off the top. Sound fair?
yeah, I could do that easily.
No, we'd essentially be breaking even on the gem cost. It would be just we wouldn't be making a profit, but investment into the nation's future.
Okay, so I have 4 obsidian stones worth 800 each, and then I have 4 sapphire worth 400 each, and then I have 2 diamond earrings.
Obsidian worth 800.
Those have got to be huge, right?
Where the?
I remember
fuck did
saying
you
that
get
when you got those. I was like, man, those stones must be fucking huge. And you were like,
I
yeah.
had them for a
And
while.
like described them. They were
been
in,
waiting
they
to
were
find
in
them, but-
Evan. They were in Evan's bag of holding.
Jesus Christ! Yeah, they love those. They just take those. They just take the obsidian. They're like, that'll fucking do. 800, 4 times 800 is what? 2,400? No, 3,200.
3,200.
32.
32.
Could we get 2
Hey, they'll cut
tattoos?
you a deal. We'll take all 4 of those. You get 2 tattoos. We'll do 2 tattoos.
You wanna get one
give
too,
us all
Garv?
4 of those.
Honestly,
It's a
does anybody else want a
it's a
tattoo?
slot. It's a
I'd rather-
slot.
I'd rather-
different types of tattoos.
I'd rather have somebody else get a tattoo if they want a enhancement. Garf, like I said, Garf is the spending mom. Like, I'm just the money pig right now. Like, everybody else
Money
is putting in work
pig.
in Garf's eyes. They deserve to spend as much as they'd like.
Yeah, let me get
Dan,
that
what's your
Constitution.
Dan, what's
It's
your
fucking
Constitution?
12, brother.
12. Okay.
So, how many obsidian stones did they take?
They took all.
All
They
4.
took all
They
4.
took all 4? Okay. For 2 tattoos?
2
tattoos.
tattoos, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
It's a good deal.
That is a good deal. I mean, yeah, absolutely.
So I will. Dan sits down and gets a Constitution tattoo, where it is. What's the Constitution? It's made of diamond.
Oh, sick. So it's
the
like teal. Minecraft
the
teal.
diamond tattoo.
It's like a diamond pickaxe.
Yeah. No, it fully says Dan across his chest. For sure.
But with like a diamond shine.
Yeah. It's a glint. It's like a graffitied Dan with like diamond shine graffiti, you know?
Yeah, and we'll just have it set your on to like
Yo,
Dick.
can I get a tattoo on my forehead that shoots a beam of disintegrate once a day?
You give me a second.
Marky for
Actually, I
you,
might
man.
have something like that.
I have this.
Oh, rot tattoo.
No,
Something
I'm totally kidding on mine. If somebody wants a tat, that's still on the table. Who wants the tattoo? You know what I'm saying? Somebody better speak up. Daddy wants to know.
I'm looking. I mean, I was more looking just for armor, but if someone else wants a tattoo,
You could have a single 5th level spell for free every day, Garth.
Oh, that's pretty dope. But I mean, like the offer's still up for anybody else.
3
that wants
times
the
9 is
tattoo.
27. What's 67 plus
I'll keep
27?
that on mine though.
67 plus 27, 94.
67 plus 27.
94.
94 is my
94,
new
yeah.
health, y'all. That
What is
that's my new health. That's
94?
so fucking good.
Nice. That is good. Really good. That 5th level tattoo is pretty fucking badass though.
It's like a one-time use, right? The spell tattoos?
Once a day.
Oh, is it?
I would no on paper. A once. That's done.
Yeah.
For tattoos in general, right? It's just one-time use or no?
No, there's certain ones that are like buffs, but those
Yeah,
spell
there's
ones are
sometimes
their
the-
one-time
the,
use.
The spell one is a one-time use, but I'm not.
It's like a
engaging it.
scroll that's more expensive.
Mhm.
I'm not
Which,
engaging.
yeah.
That's that. You get this tattoo. You pick a 5th level spell that you cast once for free.
Shit, that'd be pretty cool.
Like, with these rules, red has, I think, Far Steps the 5th level spell, and he's got a hand tattoo that essentially makes it so he can cast Far Step for free as Nightcrawler.
Yeah, that's fucking sick. Ooh, red?
Red's still around. You guys should have it. I know exactly where he is. You guys just aren't engaging anywhere near him.
No, I totally understand that. I like Red a lot. Red's one of the first characters that I met playing with Brad. The OG. Anybody want this tattoo?
Going once. Going twice.
Go for it.
Get a Garf.
Millennius?
No, go for it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll
You do
get
your
it.
thing.
I'll get it as I'll do it on my forehead. I'll straight up get a
Third eye.
yeah, but like
Does
as
your
like a
art
crown, I
has
have like
that?
bands to come from the sides and kind of wrap around to my temples.
Yeah.
Just like cool gelling kind of shapes, I guess.
Is it only wizard spells?
Yeah, that would make the most sense, but
You pick a spell and I'll tell you if they can do it. We'll circle back to guard.
okay.
You look at some spells.
Fucking
and
immolation, dude.
We'll see how.
Yeah, I just want to shoot disintegration out of my forehead. Honestly, I think that's it.
No, that's one level too short. One
Oh
level.
yeah,
too
you're right. Yep. Maybe I can get an upgrade on it at some point. It's been a lot.
You don't. Yeah, you currently can't even cast 6.
No.
I think you just. Are you guys level 8 or 9 right now?
9.
9. Yeah, so you just got 5th level.
5th
spells.
level,
So this
yeah.
is
Dude,
what-
summon Draconic Spirit
Mhm.
from Fizz
Mhm.
Bands.
That'd be kinda
Mhm.
That would be
Mhm.
sick. It's very on theme.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
cool.
I forgot I have this yellow diamond asterisk. Don't know what it is.
Big B's
I think I
hand?
know what that is. I think
Trevor?
I know what that is.
Huh?
Big B's hand.
I can't hear that. What?
Big B's hand.
Oh, Bigsby's hand. Oh yeah, I could just use that and fucking carry myself around.
That shit's mad cool, fam.
Yeah, it is. 5th level spells.
Hey,
Sure,
hey
sure.
Garf, when you get a sec, would you be able to do like an identify on this? I have this random diamond that I picked up a while ago, and I have no
That's
idea what the hell
right.
it is.
Yeah. Let me see that bitch. I actually just cast Identify on it.
Right. It is a elemental gem.
Oh,
When you use an action to break the gem, an earth elemental is summoned as if you had cast the conjure elemental spell and the gem's magic is lost.
nice. I'll just go ahead and add that to me.
Elemental gem, yellow diamond.
Hell yeah.
I also got Ruby Dust. 1,000 GP worth.
Ruby dust is for strength tattoos.
I also have 5 Snake Eye Rubies worth 7,000 GP each.
Those are strength tattoos. If you want to set people up with strength tattoos,
We have the
7,000,
resources.
8,000
8,000.
of ruby dust
Yeah.
is 4 strength tattoos.
Come on, boys. We're all getting tatted.
I'll do it.
What's
I
the
slapped
strength-
them on the butts
what
as
does
they
it
walk
set
in.
the strength to?
Just one. Just these are just boosts of one.
A plus
Over
one?
20.
You could double up. So you could do 4,000 gold of ruby dust and get a boost of 2.
So 2 people can get 2 boosted 2, or get it boosted 2. If I used 8,000.
Correct. Two people could get boosts of 2 for.
Look, I don't need a strength one. I got this belt here. Bang bang.
What would be the material for like a barrier tattoo? It
Barrier.
says liquid metal.
The type of metal you use is how good the armor class becomes. Use some basic shit, it's a 12 plus your dex mod. You use some kind of better shit, that's a rare. You use mithril or some other uber metal, that puts your AC to 18.
So I assume just like the basic starter hand axes and rapiers would just be like basic ass
Yep.
metal. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So unless I get better metal, I can't. Oh, I don't think that. The normal.
Doesn't somebody have a mithril chain shirt?
Yeah,
I
Garth
do.
has it on.
Carve.
Yeah.
Uh,
See this?
Yeah, I don't know if he was here,
I don't know
right?
if he wants to give that up.
No, he was.
Selenius, do you need that? What do you need for armor? You said you needed armor?
My AC 17 right now. It's just I always seem to get obliterated in one turn by something.
Yeah.
Just give you +4 AC Elven Mithril Chain. Is
It
that
would
what
not.
is?
That mithril chain would not be better on Selenius.
No, it wouldn't.
No,
No,
it's actually I think worse.
It is
somehow.
fantastic on you.
But if you could get
Yeah.
Selenius, if you could get a tattoo to boost your what is your actual dexterity?
My dex is max with all.
Oh,
the
it is?
upgrades and
Okay.
stuff I got. Yeah.
So you're just wearing
Well, you could get a tattoo. It is emerald. Emeralds is what you need for dexterity.
and he can go over 20?
You can go over. I say yes.
Yeah. That's all that
I'm the one
matters.
that makes. I'm the
That's
one that
all that
makes
matters.
rules. I say yes. I think it's just a diff. I'm being uber generous to you, Dan, and letting you have an amulet of health
Yeah.
instead of the rest of the things.
Mm.
Purely because I said periapt of health earlier and amulet of health, and then we just keep on moving.
Dan knows his necklaces, bro.
Dan knows his jewelry. The god doesn't, but we made it work. But for every other tattoo, even if you get a Constitution tattoo, it's just a +1 boost, or you double the materials to get a +2, and it can go above 20. And so right now you guys have 1 tattoo of credit, a +1 bonus tattoo of credit, a shit ton of ruby dust to get strength tattoos if anybody wants it. I heard sapphires, that's intelligent.
I do have 4 sapphire. I
4
also have
sapphires
10
worth
gold
what?
bars worth 400 each.
4 times 4 is 1600. A little
Yeah.
short. A little short. You're about 4. You're 1 sapphire short of an intelligence tattoo.
In
but you
exchange
could-
for like just the component material, like, do you think we could just work a score? Do they need the material? Is kind of like the gist Scarf is asking too. It's just like, all right,
yeah,
guys.
yeah. You're essentially giving them the material, and they're not charging you for labor right now because of we're the dragon hunter.
Yeah, I get that. Okay.
So if you have the material, essentially they're just like they're donating their time to you.
That, which I appreciate that greatly, and I try to let them know that. Right now for material, I only have rubies, diamonds, and sapphires, and gold bars.
Probably
Also.
keep the diamonds for various and sundry resurrection.
Yeah.
But so, Garth, do you want to get us an intelligence tattoo? It boosts your intelligence by 1. What's your intelligence?
Well, it's currently 19, so that would make it 20, and then I have the book.
So you should get an intelligence tattoo.
Yeah.
So I need 400 gold. So give me 4 of those gold bars, because if I remember correctly, they're 100 gold each.
Okay.
So all of the
Well,
sapphires.
no, they're 50 gold each.
So give me 8 gold
Okay.
bars.
I don't want to rip you off like that. I have it marked.
8 gold bars and all the sapphires. Garth gets
All
an
the
intelligence
sapphires?
tattoo. Yep, all the
Okay.
sapphires. 8 gold bars. Garth gets an intelligence tattoo.
So I have my spell slot. I have the 5th level spell tattoo also.
Yep, you're getting both.
Okay. Okay.
Right
and then,
now. Any takers for the strength tattoos? If not,
I mean, I'm looking more for protection, like ring of protection, cloak of protection kind of stuff.
Oh, he
they
had
do
a
have-
cool
they do have-
septum
they do have a
piercing.
ring of protection.
They had a septum piercing like that, dude.
Yeah, Eric could get a
Septum
septum
piercing.
piercing.
I need something for my AC as well. Something to
Yeah.
button up.
Can I roll my 20s for my divination stuff?
Yeah, go ahead.
I got a 12 and a 3, so that's all right.
Dude, you guys should get matching Prince Alberts.
I agree.
Hey, Fro, you like my
Oh.
sick ink?
Well, we could use some of these funds to also get you all gear. Don't be scared. We don't have to. I know we're all hanging out, getting tattoos, being cool. You know, we're getting hearts and saying "I love you" to each other. You know, kissing,
Yeah.
blah, blah, but like,
Getting rose tattoos.
yeah.
But
Like, we're like the
you could just
military
get
dudes getting
armor or
tattoos
whatever
on
too.
Hawaii.
Yeah.
I was hoping to get like a big ass sword that was magic.
So the +1 protection stuff is going to be 750 gold each. There's some rings. There's a septum piercing. There's some bangles. Does anybody feel any of those?
I'll take the
Speak up.
septum piercing of protection.
Hey, Selenius sits down and gets tattooed by the goat man. Not tattooed, pierced by the goat man.
I'll just stick with the regular ring.
Right? You get the ring?
Yep.
And
Are there 2
Fro-
rings?
Nope, there's a pair of bangles,
Hmm.
which you can't wear actually, because you have bracers of archery on.
Exactly.
Your
That's
wrist
why.
lock's already used. The goat man looks at you like looking at them, and looks at your bracers and goes, "You know what I can do for you? I can turn those into some very nice hoop earrings. What are your thoughts?"
Do that.
And you don't even need piercings because I'm looking at your art. You're a man with pierced ears.
Yep. I'm already got my pierced ears. Yep.
So he like punches holes and puts a little like a connector in them and turns the bangles into hoop earrings for you. Because he's
The
the
hoops of
master jeweler here.
So the bangles that for the protection are
Yep.
earrings now.
Yep.
Perfect. So bangles or earrings of protection.
Earrings of protection. They're all +1. So somebody needs to cough up 2250 gold.
2250. Okay.
2250. Zell, where are you and what are you doing? Everybody's in the store you just robbed.
I am not in that store. I am, going into an alley, going through what I stole, just
Okay.
checking it out. What did I get? What's the haul?
Do you have
It's like in Skyrim when you bust into the case and they're all replicas.
Trash is trash is trash, you know?
all right. You have
Wait.
wait. No. Wait.
It's possible that the shopkeepers didn't even know it was a legendary.
I'll circle back to you. Circle back to me on that one.
Okay. You want me to go pick some magic items out?
No. They're
I
not all
say
magic.
you give him 3 great magic items, but one of them is terribly cursed.
Why would they have a cursed ring? Fucking crap.
For people who with sticky fingers.
For people with curse kinks. Kinks
Curse
must be
king.
a thing, right?
I like when the cursed
Curse
object chokes me
kinks.
and spits in my mouth.
All right. One of these rings is a normal ring with a thing of amber, like an amber ring on the top and the crown. With a in the amber is an ant.
A thing that I found?
Yep.
Okay. A ring with amber in it.
Yep, an amber ring, and in that amber is an ant.
Does this item have a name that I can look up?
Antber. You could cast
have it.
Identify on it.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
what you need to do here, buddy.
Do you have Identify
Yeah,
prepared at the
then
moment?
I will cast it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, great. It's a ring of ant.
Ring of
Ring of
ant.
the ant. I don't know. It's in
Ring of
D&D 5e.
I am the ant. Cuckoo,
Ring of
cuckoo.
It's like being Spider-Man, but ant instead. So you get the strength,
Might
but
of the
no-
ant. Well, yeah. While worn, this ring enables the wearer to carry, lift, push, and pull twice as much.
Oh, that's pretty
Dang.
Requires
Cool.
attunement.
It's an ass attunement slot.
That is an ass attunement slot.
That's a cool
Well,
ring. Ass
I'm
attunement
not
slot.
sure
That's
an
great for
ant-
just like a guy who works at a factory. That's a fucking amazing.
imagine if an
That's
ant wore that.
fun, you know.
Artificers have like 5 attunement slots.
That's true. That's true.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah, yeah.
eventually.
I think at the moment he probably has one more at least.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, I still have 5,050 gold for anybody. I posted it in the chat too, in game room, and also in the other chat.
Can we find me a sword, dude? I want a sword.
I want a halberd.
What about a new car?
I thought you got a new halberd.
Guys, why don't we just buy a house and settle down together as a couple? All of us.
We could do that after we kill all the dragons.
Okay, I
True.
grab your hand.
Thank you. Can we do it in the Feywild though?
Ooh, yeah.
Is it just that that was the only thing of note?
Give me a second. Yeah, there's a lot of.
No, I'm
shit to
sorry. I'm
look
sorry.
through.
I'm sorry.
I'm not kidding when I'm
Hey,
telling you
maybe-
guys the Feywild is way better than this shit out here.
Start looking up stuff too, and maybe suggest ideas for Sean.
About a ring of compulsive catapult. And
That sounds
it's
pretty
like
fucking cool.
every once an hour you have to make a wisdom save, and if you fail, then you cast the catapult spell on the nearest object at the nearest person.
Oh, I imagine you get like catapulted up in the air. Just flowing in a random direction.
All right. Another is a ring, just like the most simple iron band, but it has infernal runes carved into it.
I think I could read those.
I will also identify that.
It is a band of loyalty.
No, I can't read them.
If you are reduced to 0 hit points while attuned to a band of loyalty, you instantly die.
That's cool. That's a good thing to attune to.
That's fun to have.
The kill yourself ring?
Alright.
The no
Kill
death
yourself.
saves ring. Hate death saves?
Hey, death saves.
Use
Yeah, we
this
got the thing
ring.
for you. You really like your.
Are you
also
a
known as the minion
hardcore
ring.
5e player?
Death saves hate this one trick.
I did the art for Fungalore today. You want to give me that ring?
Third one. One more.
Here, I'll be right back. I gotta step out.
All right. Last one is a necklace with a small bone. Like no. The necklace is made out of a bunch of small bones. You're unclear, but you think they might be either rat or like baby bones.
Ooh,
Sick.
baby butt.
That's fun.
These are hardcore.
I'll
identify.
It's like a pearl necklace of tiny bones. That's what it looks like.
Another identify.
Amulet of protection from turning. While you wear this amulet, you have advantage on saving throws against effects that turn undead. If you fail a saving throw against such an effect, you can choose to succeed instead. You can do so 3 times, and expended uses recharge daily at dawn.
That's
Each time an
nuts.
effect that turns undead is used against you, the amulet glows with silvery blue light for a few seconds.
Interesting.
We got all of those.
Yeah, Eric's like, fuck.
What the
So
hell?
just it prevents you from coming back if you're dead.
No.
or
No. This is a good thing for zombies to wear.
Yeah, this would have been, Craig would have loved this.
Yeah.
I didn't use turn undead against you, though.
No, well, I don't know. I don't
You
think
were
it worked
fighting
on me
things
because I
that
had a
were
soul.
undead. That would have been awful. Like, the
Yeah.
amount of, like, your enemy was also undead, so it was never really something I was able to put my skill out.
But my next
Just
character
Mars.
is technically undead because I couldn't figure out what other race to make them.
Everything else is just like normal shit. Those are the only 3 magic items. How many identifies are you willing to blow on, like,
Identifies a
Endless
ritual spell.
Glory?
If he's got it prepped, he can just sit there for the minutes we're getting tattooed and do
That's
this,
true.
right?
That's true. All right. So you spend the time day tattoo identifying every piece of jewelry ritually, and those are the only 3 that are actually everything else. I'll say you stole about 1,200 gold worth of mundane jewelry.
All right.
Nice. Even cheaper tattoos.
That means his creations are going to be fancy.
Definitely gonna do some gold inlays.
just
Upgrade
eat
my
gold
glass
pieces.
cutter tools. I'm gonna put a bell on it.
I just wanted to like, they're not putting the best of the best in the display out front. That's
Good
my
reason.
thoughts on.
Mhm. I was
Like
thinking,
while you guys are getting tattoos and like piercings and stuff, they're like showing you some like very rare to legendary jewelry in the back room. Look at this. I'm very proud of this one myself. It took me 8 months to put all of the gems in the right place, and I had to start over 3 times. It was so upsetting.
I like. Very cool. Very nice.
Very nice.
Could you just jam some gems into my sword to make it magic?
The I keep wanting to say blood elf because that's what he is. It's a blood elf and a drain.
Night elf mohawk.
That's
That
what
makes me so happy.
that's what you're dealing with, just so we're clear. That's because Draenei have jewelry crafting proficiency. They get a +5 bonus to that, and blood elves get enchanting, a +5 to enchant. So the guy doing the tattoo on you kind of looks up as he's like putting the finishing touches on Garf's intelligence tattoo and goes, "Yeah, I can enchant that."
Like quickly? I can give you a boost. I cast magic weapon into it and it glows with runes that say Dan.
Oh.
Like I almost am there, I just can't make it permanent.
Do you guys promise not are you narcs? Are you cops? You got to tell us if you're cops.
I think
we are heroes. We kind of do work for
we're not cops. We work for the government. We're not cops, but I think like low key I think Herrick's a cop.
Are you mandatory reporters?
No, we can refuse to say anything we want.
Absolutely not. This is outside of our jurisdiction. So
He casts a pretty powerful spell and locks the enchantment in.
Oh, sick. Thank you so much.
Herrick,
Uh-huh.
most powerful wizards are supposed to register.
Yep.
This guy's not registered. You never heard of a jewel crafter, enchanter, high elf on like the registry that has a shop. Like the shop obviously has been here for a couple years. This guy's not on the like Garf's on the registry.
Yep.
It was something put in place a couple years after the fall of the Elysian Empire, just to like, kind of like if you guys have ever watched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, it's kind of like the state alchemist system.
Oh, yeah.
But a bit more strict. It has fallen a little lax in probably the past 50 years. And the reign of King Jacob III, he has sort of he's enough generations. Human memories are short. He's enough generations out where he was raised by somebody who is less paranoid about wizards. So he's even less paranoid about wizards. This isn't the end of the world that this guy's not registered. Seems like a nice guy. Seems to not be doing nefarious things. But
He's gonna get watched.
Heck yeah, you're gonna put him on a list. He's definitely like the vibe here is like this guy sells weed, but you're used to dealing with like meth. So
Fentanyl.
he gets wad, yeah, fentanyl, heroin. That's your level of stuff, and you just watched him pass like a dime bag of weed to Dan, and you're like, well, that gets you put on a list, but I don't want to do the paperwork to arrest you.
Yeah.
Enjoy the list.
And he also is now going to be the unofficial resource for the group, for the organization.
Yeah. We're gonna come back to
They
this
need
guy a
something
lot.
off the books.
Yeah. You're a good dude. You know that.
You know, we try. It's difficult, you know. We're both outsiders, very human centric in this nation, but you know, prosperity is good. The until recently with this dragon stuff, you know, it was a time of peace and prosperity with the neighboring nations. My home, the Elven kingdoms, King Melandric is a bit pompous, bit too, you know, self-important. I wouldn't go that far. He's a member of the Alliance of Statesmen. He didn't stay out of it, but he does think he's better than everybody. He's lived time. Maybe he's earned the right, but I'm happy here. I met my beautiful husband Fernando here, and
What do you think King Melandric thinks of Fernando?
That's why it's one of the reasons we had to move here about like 4 years ago, because we would, it's illegal to interspecies marry in the Elven Kingdoms. High elf for high elf is the law of the land.
It's just sometimes tough not being a humanoid.
It really is. It really is. And the
I'm like looking around, I'm like the only human in here.
Yep. Yep. The Draenei goes, I don't come from even this plane of existence.
Yeah,
so
same.
I come from a donut city in the astral plane.
No way.
I went through a door. Gravity's really weird there, so it took me a while to get used to not being able to like jump really high. And I bet you know how it is. We have these dope legs, so we get to jump really good.
It's so good having these dope legs, right?
It was great. And so the city I used to live in, and he tells you the name. I can't remember the name. Does anybody here? Sigil. That's the name. It's Sigil. The city of Sigil. Yeah. So he tells you how he went through a door one day and ended up in the Elven Kingdom, and like went to turn around and go back through the door, and it was a broom closet.
Classic.
That's tragic. I'm sorry, but I'm glad he met somebody.
He tells you how back in his home city with these dope legs, a cool trick I could do is I could leap up into the air, and I could leap so high that I would actually hit the gravitational change, so that I would then fall to the other side of the city that was above us. So Sigil is a donut city that like it fully wraps around, and gravity is always to the floor. So you're standing in a street and you look up and there's another street and like buildings above you. Kind of like that Inception scene.
Yeah,
You know
and
I'm
I'm thinking of Mass Effect.
That's cool. That's
Effect,
sick,
yeah. It's a or Halo's probably a good one, where it's like it's a ring world.
Oh, it's like Ring World.
Oh, Halo?
Where's
Where's Master Chief? I want to kiss him. I want to see his ass.
Riz Master.
There definitely will be. Anyways, great.
More like
Anything
Master
else
Cheese.
on our shopping trip? We've spent a long time shopping.
That's my bad.
We have had abundance of gold and money to spend.
What are these guys' names? Draenei's name's Fernando. Blood Elf name.
Bullies?
Bellissimo.
Bellissimo.
Fernando and Bellissimo. the gay jewel crafter and enchanter. There you guys go.
Sounds like some family I have, not gonna lie.
So Garf gets an intelligence boost, a 5th level spell to be determined later.
Is it one spell in particular that I gotta choose from? Or can
Yeah.
I choose from any fifth? Okay, okay. I was confused by that.
Right?
Okay, I will pick
Or is it like a spell storing something?
No, he needs to pick a spell.
Yeah.
He needs to pick a spell, and for the rest of the game, he can cast the
Do
spell
that.
once per day.
Okay.
We got some protection rings. We got some protection stuff. Anything else for anybody? You can leave this store too. Like you can go get
My
other
build's
things.
complete. Do we need to get anything for that little fucker that we got hanging out with us? I think we might have lost him.
If you're done with the tattoos at this point, Zell
Yeah,
is done.
I'll reveal myself to you guys.
Hey, you.
Hi.
Do you need anything?
The only thing I should boost my AC. My AC is low. It's 12. Finding something to increase that seems like a priority.
Maybe we can find you the same shirt like Garf is wearing.
Ooh. Yeah, that's
No.
No. the high elf sort of like looks at the shirt, looks at you, Bellissimo, and goes, "Nothing like that is here in Central City. It's actually very, very impressive that you found an ancient relic like that. Those are usually passed down from noble families."
Noble families, you say? And Zell strokes his chin.
Well, what are you wearing? Do you wear armor?
I have studded leather.
You have studded leather, and your
Yep.
dexterity 0. Can you wear any other armor?
Light armor, medium armor. That's what I got.
So we could get him in like a breastplate.
Breastplate. Give him 15.
I used to have a breastplate. It's in the Feywild. So.
I mean, you guys can go get a breastplate.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. How much is that going to cost?
I'm gonna tell you.
It's like $400.
Player's handbook. Equipment.
It's the most expensive medium armor.
It is.
The
It
breastplate.
is. For you nailed it right on the fucking head, buddy.
Thanks.
400 gold pieces. And it's only 14 actually. Half plate is actually the best. You can put it in half plate for 750 gold, and that's 15.
But that's disadvantage on stealth checks.
That is disadvantage on stealth.
And the
checks.
breastplate's not. So,
breastplate is
but
not.
we're already. I'm walking around in full, so it's not like it matters much.
Oh, he might want. He keeps going invisible. He might.
That's
want
true.
it. So if you put half plate on, you get 15 plus dex plus 2 dex. Which your dex is 0, David.
They're just 15.
So just 15, but you have disadvantage on stealth checks. That is negated by invisibility, so you just roll flat when you are invisible. Or you can do a breastplate, have 14 plus dex, max 2, but 14. You don't have disadvantage on stealth checks, so you would roll with advantage.
I want to keep the invisibility.
So you want a breastplate?
Yeah.
Got it. 400 gold. Ask Mommy Garth.
Mommy Garth, can I have 400 gold?
Yes, baby. I love you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I said
I
I'll
ham
do
up
whatever it
the
takes.
eyes when I ask.
You take that gold to a local goblin blacksmith from the Goblands that specializes in normally the goblins in Central City are the What you guys had two of them, two goblins. What did we call them? And
Ernie
Kid
and
Urchin's night elf. Not night
oh
elf,
the
dark elf. Companions, is that what they were called?
sidekicks.
Yeah, sidekicks.
Yeah, sure. We'll call
Yeah,
them
I
sidekicks.
think they were
Yeah.
sidekicks from Tasha's.
So because of Curiosity's love of sidekicks, there's a thriving sidekick like economy for like outfitting specifically
is there, like-
goblins.
Is there like a whole bunch of goblins standing in front of stores? Like, you need a sidekick?
Yeah, 100%. They hang out around the like Adventurers Guild and stuff. Around the
All
like.
I think it was the henchman from Venture Brothers.
Yeah. The Henchmen and Venture Brothers.
Hey, he needs some help. And a lot of them have taken to be like, time is money, my friend, and I can help you out. So there's a thriving little goblin community.
How many gold did David get?
400.
400. Okay.
And you
So
could
I
probably.
I have the gems and stuff I stole, but I think I'm gonna try and fence them in a different city. What's the plan?
Okay.
That's smart.
You go to the goblin blacksmith, the goblin like goblin outfitters. There's goblin dudes. Hey, what you need? What you need? Tell me what you need. I've seen you around. You new in town? You got a job?
I am new in town. Oh, I got a job. I got a job. All right.
Good for
here's the
you,
deal.
fresh blood. Hopefully, I'll see you again.
We'll see. I hope so too. So down to business.
Yeah,
All
down
right.
to brass tacks. What do you need? Tell me what you fucking need so I can get you out of
Need
here. There's already a line behind you. What do you need?
I need breastplate, and then I cut my breasts. I don't have breasts. I cut them. Breastplate.
Breastplate. Okay. Hey, Zan, get this motherfucker breastplate. Get him out of here. And like a
Motherfucker.
child goblin goes, oh, yes, sir. He grabs a breastplate that's like twice the size of him, and chucks it at you with some dumb strength.
This guy's got his ring of the game.
He might have a ring of an hand.
Hey, get a breastplate. Get a breastplate.
You actually see that holding like practically being worn as like a toga is with your artificer sense some level of giant.
Neat.
So like this like 1.5-year-old goblin kid has the strength of either a fire or a storm giant.
10 yaks.
I want to try and trade him the ring of the ant for the belt.
Don't talk to the help. Don't talk to the help. Get the fuck out of here. Thanks for the gold.
All right. I keep it moving.
You turn around, and as you turn around with the breastplate in hand, you see that like half a dozen goblins are like impatiently waiting behind you. One of them like flips you off and goes, "Hey, get out of here! I'm walking here."
So rude. I put my head down. I grumble. I'm not from the big city. I'm not a big city goblin.
Yeah, we can fucking
Get the
stepping gob
ass.
Get back, go back to where you came from.
Yeah, fuck off, piss off.
Them's fighting words. You want to go? You want to fight?
Want to fucking go? I'll fucking fight you.
I'll fucking fight you.
I'll watch him fight you.
Yeah. Thanks, Jim. Fuck you. Let's go. Let's do this.
I say, I have never seen a goblin as ugly as you piece of shit. I really call him out.
Are you casting vicious mockery?
I'm casting vicious mockery.
Okay, so you told him he's actually almost as pretty as an elf.
Just fighting words. I'm almost as pretty as an elf.
I rolled a 2. I rolled a 2. Roll your damage. Roll your damage on the vicious mockery.
Oh, it's 1d4, right?
2d3?
2d4.
2d4. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not
Cantrips
trying
level
to
up
kill him.
again.
I'm
Cantrips
not
level
trying to
up
kill
again.
him. Killing is not the goal. I can hold. There's an amount of hold back in this game, right? Well, I know that.
According to Baldur's Gate, you can only
do that with
do
magic,
non-lethal with punching and shooting.
But we'll see how it goes. What was the damage, David? 7 points of damage. That's the hit points of a goblin. Did you know that? You know that 7 hit points is the
But it
exact
can't
hit
be
points
this
of a
goblin,
goblin.
right? Oh, I actually meant to say 6.
You watch as he like goes like turns like he like thanks his buddy for having his back, and then he hears what you said and he just like clutches his chest and like
Oh shit! Let's get out of here, fellas.
bastard. Oh god. Oh god. Jim.
I pull him in close and I whisper to him, "I'm walking here."
And he like falls into the mud at your feet and like seizing as you walk away. All the goblins surround him and begin like taking the
Just
stuff
immediately
off him.
move.
Yeah, they're looting him.
Yeah, they immediately start pulling all of the things off of him. At least
They look at the little kid with the belt once or twice, and they're like, "No, we're not gonna fuck with that."
yeah. Like
He
you
like
hear,
slaps us and kills us.
you hear the guy in the shop go, "What's the holdup? Who's next?" And Zell leaves breastplate in hand. What a nice little goblin community we've made, guys.
They're
That was help
goblins.
to rule this Undercity.
They're all walking here.
We're all walking. All right, that's done. Selenius, anything else? I'm just gonna go down the line. Selenius,
Should be good. Got the ring of protection.
bro, anything else?
Oh, I'm good.
Garf, anything else?
Other than my spell, which I think I might pick either honestly the dragon summon draconic spirit or big.
I like Bigsby's hand. I won't lie to you.
I was
like
looking at
Bigsby's
both of those two because I was like, if I got that, I would want it to be a spiritual weapon. And I was like, what's a better version of that at 5th level? Bigby's
Bixby
hand.
hand,
I think
which
Bigsby's
also
hand.
can act as cover and other stuff. Like it's got a lot of.
I think it's Bigsby's hand. That's God's pick if I get a vote.
It'd be that or the
Garfield's hand, dude. It's gonna be like an orange cat paw.
I also have a story problem with the dragon one of this guy not. The dragons are the enemy, and this guy's probably not going to be able to give you a dragon.
No, I get that. That or telepathic bond is also another.
That'd be a good one where you all are able to talk to one another in your head every hour.
Like, well, just for a long time. Like, just like indefinitely for like a whole day. I think.
I think it's just an hour.
Let me see. Oh, it is 1 hour. Yeah, I'll go with Bixby hand.
Bigsby's hand, you got it. So that I'm going to have that tattoo. So your like crown tattoo with the third eye, that's going to be your intelligence tattoo. I'm actually going to do like a henna tattoo on your hand. Like
Okay,
a
cool.
permanent henna tattoo. In what color's your Bixby's hand?
Orange cat paw.
Yeah. Like Garfield hand, like a cat paw.
So you have an like orange henna tattoo on your hand. That'll be your Bigsby's hand tattoo. Great. Dan, anything else? You got your sword, you got your tattoo.
My whole build is complete.
Great. Eric,
Yeah, I'm pretty much all set.
great. Wunderbar.
Oh, health potions.
You go to a health potion shop and roll me. Okay, I'm gonna just go down the line. I'm going to have Selenius roll me a D6. Pro roll me a D4. And then I'm going to roll a D because
D3.
I have a D3. Brad
Yeah,
made me
nice.
a D3.
Nice.
It's a handmade Brad dice.
Oh yeah.
What
Oh,
I got a 4.
I did roll a 4.
Okay, four normal healing potions, 2d4 plus 2 for 50 gold each. 4 greater healing potions. Let me actually go look at healing potions.
yeah, we'll take those
I had
4
an idea
regular ones.
about these healing potions. Maybe Zell and Fro could work together to pull this off, but if you could get a potion on the end of an arrow, then Fro could like heal people. You know?
Oh, get like a little syringe tip, and maybe like it'll be like
Something,
pressure
right?
sensitive.
I don't know. This guy makes contraptions. Maybe he could figure something out.
Yeah, so I bought the 4.
4 healing potions, 2d4 plus 2. 4 greater healing potions, 4d4 plus 4. I rolled a 1. So 1, I'll be kind, 1 supreme healing Oh, I didn't tell you the cost of the graders. Graders are going to be 100. I'll still be kind.
Okay.
Grader 100 each. The supreme healing, 10d4 plus 20. I'm going to put at 500 gold pieces.
Yeah, I'll buy it still.
But Zell, Fro, do you think that's something you'd be able to do?
To make a what?
So like it's like some kind of contraption on the end of an arrow, because Fro's really good at shooting arrows. To like inject one of these potions into somebody, so he could just like shoot us to heal us.
Ooh. Interesting. I could make that.
Yeah,
I could totally make
or
that.
you could even make it like a blow dart or something. You're probably good
You
with
might.
those.
You're going to need to do some testing.
There's a process.
There's a process.
Multiple steps. But the idea generally be healing potion, or I guess any potion in an arrow, shoot arrow at person, and then potion go into person.
I will not engage with the splash mechanic of Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, no.
This is the benefit here is Fro gets to use one of his extra attacks and still attack. That's the benefit.
Right. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
So it's a healing potion, right?
It would be a healing potion or any potion. Garth has a bucket full of potions.
Mm-hmm.
I got 1 potion out of vintage, 8 health potions, 5 greater health potions, 1 super healing potions. Did I get the dice for those potions as well to heal?
Who has the longevity potion?
Like Viagra?
Yeah, I gave you guys a less age potion.
Oh yeah, that was who?
That was Zell. But I think we agreed to give it to
to Sir Mosley.
Yeah,
Right.
Mosley.
Yes.
Yep.
Zell is holding on to it. I just thought that Garth was the party's.
I still
Well,
remember.
Zell has the bag of holding too, right?
That's right.
Yeah. But I would ask Zell for that and try to get that sent to.
Also, Zell, Garth has a bag of holding, so if you ever don't want to use that as an infusion, to use something else, you know. I don't know how much shit is in there. You'd have to dump out.
I know how to get around my bag of holding. Okay, so another thing to keep in mind: healing potions are a little bit different from other potions in that the magic of a healing potion is actually in the bottle, not in the liquid.
Oh.
Right? So it's a little bit different, but essentially, it means that I could probably make it so that the arrow itself heal with just a little bit of the potion. So
But
you
would it
probably don't
heal-
need a complicated injection system.
I worry about the arrow itself causing as much damage as it's going to heal, coming from Fro. You know,
I think that's an issue with it. Also, the durability, because you're like it's the magic's in the
repeatedly.
glass, right?
Yeah,
So I would have to melt down a healing potion glass into an arrow
to make
tip
one arrow. Yeah,
make one
at a time.
arrow, and then what if it breaks?
Maybe we work
right?
on. We start by making a mold.
Well, even if we made a mold, right? I think the arrows might end up single use.
Yeah, just like healing potions.
It might.
How about everybody just carry a couple of the potions?
That's probably always.
I feel like this conversation, by the way, is happening as you guys are walking back to the castle, and Herrick, like, I don't know, 15 feet behind the list. Not 15 feet, but like 5 feet behind the group, just sort of is like, makes that comment.
It's like we're just trying to. I don't know, man.
I was letting them just be creative. I was seeing where it could go, but also I could just buy a belt for everybody to wear that will hold some of these absolutely extra. Y'all want some potion belts? You can just wear them.
I
on your
don't know.
chest or whatever.
No, because then that's where the enemies are gonna aim with their swords.
Yeah, you just lift it off your chest. I don't know.
You know.
Yeah, I'm just trying to be useful. But yeah, here's everybody get a potion. Or how are we gonna divide this up?
At least we got some time to think about it before we go out again.
Yeah.
Mustard on that beat, ho.
What's there on Libby?
You guys know the what up brother thing? Sean and Shooty have been saying it to each other. I have no idea what it means.
What's up,
It's from
brother?
a streamer called Sketch that all the kids are real into. He's just a guy that pretends to be autistic. What?
Kids say it to me. My kids will show up to class and look at me. Hey, what's up, brother? And if it's Tuesday, I'll hit them with a Tuesday.
Yeah, and then they flap like a bird.
Tuesday.
Like a bird.
Special teams, special plays, special players.
Do we need food rations and other junk like that? Pick up some fresh.
Sure.
Yeah,
Certainly.
Yeah.
Do some laundry cleaning. Honestly, it's a good thing to take care of your gear. I'm pretty sure a lot of our stuff's kind of beat up. Good maintenance check.
You take Garf, take 3, 4, 5, 6. Take 120 gold and put it in a direct deposit to Sir Mosley.
Okay.
Because in the contract of Keeper Co, you guys still pay your like housing expenses back at the keep to Sir Mosley.
That's funny.
And then I want to send that potion of longevity too.
Yep, comes out of your paycheck.
No, I get that. That's fine. What else? Scrolls? Maybe pick up a couple scrolls.
What kind of scrolls are you after?
Honestly, is there any counterspell scrolls or anything like that?
No, I don't think counterspell scrolls exist in that way.
I think scrolls have to be action spells or bonus action
Or
spells.
bonus action spell.
Not
yeah,
a reaction.
yeah, you just can't.
That'd be
do a
cool to have a
scroll
class that used reaction spells, though. That just threw up paper all the time, like Uno reverse cards.
Look at Phoenix Wright. According to
if
these
you were the
papers.
scribe wizard, I think we might have we could have a conversation about it, but
No, it doesn't hurt to ask.
stands, yeah,
Yeah, no, I
as,
get
as
that.
it stands, I think a counterspell scroll is uber cheap. I'll say counterspell scrolls exist, but they're uber cheap because their only value is to teach novice wizards counterspell.
No, that's fair.
It's just to put into novice wizard spell books. I would also say dispel magic, while being more expensive than counterspell, is also super cheap because what made the society since the Elysian Empire values negation magic and abjuration magic more than any other. So being able to dispel and counterspell a like mandatory thing to know.
No, I agree. And
Some
also just thinking
blue-ass
of like
magic.
even if it's on your turn and you were to need to like dispel or stop like a ritual from happening, that's just where it came to mind. Protection from energy. Just trying to think of any buff kind of scrolls that maybe people can keep in their inventories as well, and if they need be, but
You can also write them. Like you have the spell, you just buy magical ink, and when you do bedtimes,
You can make
a
us scrolls to use. I know haste in Dan. I don't know if I can
got
teach
haste. I
you
actually
that.
need to copy some spells. I need to copy some spells so I can copy the spells because I have haste, right? Is that even a wizard spell?
Yeah.
It's a wizard spell.
Mhm.
I put it on all
I
my
know
wizards.
dispel magic now, and I keep it
That's good.
prepped. I keep that shit prepped.
I keep that shit on me.
Yeah, I'm gonna copy down a bunch of these spells.
Okay. Are you guys taking downtime? Are you guys like
Nope.
I'm unclear of the plan of the squad. Is it
No, we were just shopping and then we're heading out, right? I mean,
Yeah.
he can take a couple hours to
Yeah.
make some scrolls.
you could?
Yeah, work on them like at while we're doing short rests or camping for the night kind of thing.
I mean, it gives us time for the people that got to tune stuff to do that.
True. Like we're just taking like a rest period to basically recoup, regroup, and buff up. I guess like we're just. But I would like to definitely get some spells like haste copied over.
Okay.
And, probably kind of looking them up in the spell books.
Well, I still do.
I figure we're probably staying for at least for one more night. I know that there's gonna be a few things I'm gonna want to do at some point, kind of away from the group, but not like secret stuff.
Fair.
Okay, so is the group spending the night in the castle? Is that the plan? Is that what the group's doing?
I think so.
All right.
And I think
But it
Dan.
takes
I assume Herrick and Selenius both have places that they live in the city.
in the city, yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, I'll see you in the morning, and he goes off and files a report and all that stuff, and then goes to sleeps.
Scarf, it takes 2 hours per spell level and 50 gold. 2 hours and 50 gold per spell level.
Okay.
But half that for any spells that are divination, right?
Sure. Yeah. Half that for divination.
2 hours for each spell level.
So
It'd be 6 hours for haste.
6 hours.
How many could I get done in the time that our day would be over and we'd go to bed?
I
Well,
will give
excuse me.
you-
How many hours do we have until like the end of the day?
I will give you 10 hours. Of 10 hours.
Okay. Donka.
Dan's gonna pray. He
Dan.
wants to burst through his ego and communicate with the higher Dan.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a wisdom saving throw.
I get my own bonus, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's 19.
19. It's always really difficult when you try and burst through to the other Dan. And you're a creature of the other plane, so you always feel this like pull in your navel when you're genuinely pulled, and so you feel this pull in your navel, and suddenly, so you were given just like a simple room, small, like 20 by 20 foot room with a desk, a chair, a bed, a water basin, very simple accommodations. You're meditating on your bed. uh you open your eyes as you feel the tug in your navel, and you're still sitting exactly where you were, but the whole room has gone black and white, and almost as if you're like covering a little bit of one eye so that like everything is sort of like two-toned, you know what I'm saying? We're like
Mm-hmm.
and sitting in the chair by the desk, like sitting in it backwards with legs on either side of the like back of the chair, is it's Dan. What's up, man? What do you need? Long time no see.
Yeah.
I'm always watching.
Good to know. Good to know. It's just a lot going on down there. And I figured that I could use a good check-in. Make sure I'm grounded in Dan.
Yeah, it's great being Dan.
It
I
is.
really enjoyed my time as Dan. I hope you have as well.
I have.
And if you ever need a break from being Dan, I'm always here to give you that boost you need.
Yeah, no, the world needs Dan.
It needs Dan. There always needs to be Dan. And I really enjoyed when you were killed by that vampire and I got to be Dan for a little.
Yeah.
Cool. There is always Dan.
There is. These dragons.
They suck. They're not Dan. They're not Dan.
They're not?
They're not Dan.
Okay. That's what I've been trying to figure out. We didn't make these?
We didn't make these.
Okay.
Yeah. Tiamat's older than Dan. Fun facts for you.
Nuts.
Crazy, I know, right? We keep trying to fight everybody. And we really crush things in the Feywild.
Right.
We really crush puss in the Feywild.
Yeah.
They still won't let us into the Unseelie Court, though. I actually asked just the other day to be let into the Unseelie Court so that I could fight everybody, and they denied me entry again. I even showed them our Dan ID, and they told me no.
Seems unjustified.
It does. I think they're just scared. That's what I told them.
I
Yeah, I think that-
acquired some elven followers.
Well, maybe they could get us in. Maybe they know the bouncer. We'll have to
Yeah, maybe
ask.
if they die, they'll show up with you.
Yeah,
So we'll see
Yeah,
what
maybe.
happens there.
maybe. Yeah.
I think we're working towards an ultimate goal of Dan that Dan can't even conceive of.
I love that idea. I'm trying to get more Dans. A Dan on every plane.
That yeah, I brought up to the council. I said, why don't we go to hell and kill Tiamat there? Right? Do we have a Dan in hell?
We do have a Dan in hell. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Dan. Dan. How do I want it? I don't want it to be the Greek alphabet because then there's a beta Dan
And eventually a Sigma Dan.
and a sigma Dan,
Yeah.
and nobody likes
No.
that. I guess we're just gonna go
German
Dan.
numbers.
No, we're just gonna do one.
Right.
We're Dan 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's all of the Dans secretly think that they're Dan 1.
Right. Yeah.
I'll let you call me Dan too, but we both know I'm really.
We know what's going on around here, right, Dan?
Like everybody has their ID that tells them their Dan number, but all of the Dans are of the opinion that they're Dan 1, and somebody did something at one point.
Except Dan 1.
Except Dan 1. Who's you? You're Dan 1.
Yeah, and I'm like, I think I'm 69. I don't remember.
Yeah. Yeah, Dan. I talked to Dan 34, who's the Dan in hell, and we need to get more Dans in hell. There's
More
multiple
Dans in
layers
hell.
of hell. There's 9 layers in there, and he's stuck
Disgusting.
on the second one.
Like a cake?
It's really difficult to move through those layers. I mean,
Like a cake.
or a parfait. An onion actually is also a good example.
Okay.
But yeah, we're working on it. But yeah, if there's I'm always here for you.
Good talk.
We talk.
Yeah.
I'm always watching. I'm always here. I know. I just traded jobs with Dan 4. That's why I'm here now. I'm gonna be holding ground in the ethereal plane for a while. So if you need to talk, if you need to chat, I'll be here.
I'll be there if I need you. Tell Dan 10 I finished my build.
Oh, fuck, Dan. You know where Dan 10? You know where Dan 10 was just placed by the council?
No.
Oh, he's up in the celestial planes.
That makes sense because he got that watch that let him turn into aliens.
Yeah. It's awesome. I was really proud for him when he got that promotion. He really toiled in the abyss for quite a while. He really worked his way up.
More like a bitch.
Yeah. Dan 42 right now, who just got that shit position, he's really feeling that.
Man, and he's the answer, Dan.
He's the guy. We thought he was the child of prophecy when he first joined up. You remember that? It was all the talk of the town, of the council.
I made that up.
You made that? Oh,
Yeah.
You trickster. You trickster. Oh, you got him good.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got so much to live up to, and it's all Dan.
It's all Dan around here, brother.
All Dan. All right, well.
Check this shit out. I show him my tattoo.
Oh,
It's sick. I burst into light.
Sick, bro. That's sick.
And then I wake up in the room.
Awesome. Fuck, I'm gonna have to get a tattoo. We're all gonna have to get tattoos. Dude, that's coming out of our paychecks. Oh, whatever. Such is Dan. Well, I'll see you at the next Dan reunion. Yeah,
Dan Union.
Dan Union. That's why you're Dan one. Got all the great.
I'm not Dan one. I've tried to tell you, dude.
No, man. Between you and me, I know all those guys out there think they're Dan one. You're Dan one.
We're all Dan one in our hearts. That's what counts for it, right?
Oh,
That's
you
all
know
I've been
what?
trying to tell everybody. Like you are Dan.
So,
You know,
you're
but
so true. You're
yeah.
So true.
Okay.
All right. Well, see ya.
Bye.
Bye.
I slapped my ego on the ass on the way out.
Nice. Fades. Right. Morning comes. Garf, what did you learn?
I just wanted to learn haste and then take the last 4 hours into reading.
Great.
So I'm up to 16 hours.
Great. You guys meet up with Big Al in the morning in a courtyard in the castle. Big Al already smoking. He's waking bacon.
Pass that shit out.
He passes puff passes for you guys in case you want it, in case you want to partake.
Yeah, I'll hit it.
Great. Okay, he's got some good stuff. He's got some high quality goods. And after your morning tokes, he uses tree stride and opens a portal. Yes. So there will be the outskirts of that fucking tower that you guys need to go to. So, be safe. Don't
Let's do it.
Hell yeah.
don't die. We need you. If you die, probably Tiamat would come. So
Like CUM.
dude, I don't. I've never heard of a dragon doing that, but I'd love to see it. Do you think you can make that happen? Tree stride, by the way, is open.
Sorry, bye.
right
Shoo.
Eric's like it opens and he's like through.
I'll run through, and as I'm running through, be like, "Command's pretty cool like that." Command come.
Oh,
I like hit
See
the
you
door a
guys.
couple more times and then like pass it back as I'm walking away.
yep. Oh, thanks for passing it back.
It was actually an illusion I created with magic. Actually,
And you still have it,
Yeah.
right? He's just puffing on it, thinking it's real as you as it closes, because he is fucking stoned. It closes, and you guys are at a tree on the outskirts of this 8-foot tall garden hedge maze, and on the other side of the hedge maze, you see a tower rising up above it that's seemingly somewhere in the center of this maze. As you're standing, there's a path, like an open pathway walking into this maze. The maze continues, the like hedge walls continue to either side and curve. It seems to be circular around the tower. It appears to be a pleasant garden maze. Just like a garden hedge. It's a maze from somebody. I think Garth rolled like a 24.
The history of the
remember
place.
about
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, whatever. I think it was a natural 20.
As you're standing on the edge of the maze, you notice movement high up on the top of the tower. A human male dressed in black robes stands on the balcony, looking out and notices you guys. looks around, looks behind him, looks back out at you, and begins to wave. He quickly runs back inside and runs back out and begins to wave something above his head, and it's hard to make out details from this distance. Anybody want to roll me a perception check?
Yeah, can I pull out my
Yeah.
magnifying glass and hold it
Sure.
out to try to get
Yeah,
it?
Or
Perception 23.
it's hard to make out details, but that might just very well be a blue mass.
Oh, shit.
As you watch, he goes, "Adventurers! If I've seen you, they've seen you. I've got the mask, but they'll realize it's gone. Hurry! Look for me beneath the tower. It's the only place I can hide from them. Please! This is the key that will teleport you to the dungeon." Yeah, as he says that, he holds a tiny item in his other hand. It seems, with your past perception with your magnifying glass, it seems to be some kind of like hourglass, maybe.
Okay.
I'll leave it behind after I use it, but others may find it before you get here. As he says that, he looks over his shoulder as another figure charges him onto this balcony. There's a flash of metal in the light as blades are drawn. There's some spell fire that erupts in that
You just get
area.
blades here. I don't want to fight that guy.
Then the figure who was yelling at you guys manages to knock the guy who charged him over the balcony, and there's a Wilhelm scream as he falls out of sight, presumably to the bottom of the tower.
I think he fell out.
And then the guy who was yelling runs back into the tower. And that is where we'll end today's episode.
Wow.
That's good. That's a good.
Holy
place.
fucking shit.
That was the most subtle man of all time. Subtle, sneaky.
Right.
man.
I teleport, they dimension door, they fly.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we'll have our monk next week.
We can
Sure.
hope.
He's just
We can
in a
hope and
maze.
dream.
What is next week?
Miracles can happen.
Start of the month.
Next
Turtles
week's
can
the
fly.
8th. The day before my birthday is next week.
Oh, really?
It's sick, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Your birthday's graduation day.
8th and or
Nice.
9th.
The 9th, yeah.
Hang on. Oh, you're...
What do you want for your birthday?
Just admiration.
Well, you've already got that.
Yeah, you got that.
Thanks.
Oh, yeah.
Got that in spades.
But I'm gonna bend you over your bed and admire you even harder.
Whoa!
Oh,
On your birthday, on your birthday.
On
Hold on, we got a couple-
your-
in Minecraft.
I feel like I have something. I definitely have something on the 22nd. Right, love? The 22nd is when we're going to Tulsa? Yeah. So I'm not gonna be here that night. But
Alright.
I might have something on the 15th too, but I'm good for next week.
Nice.
We won't have games the 29th or the 6th because I'll be in Japan.
Okay. So we might end up taking like a month off. Okay.
I
Well,
see.
next week we're playing D&D.
Next week we're
Hell
playing
yeah.
D&D, and
Yep.
most likely the week after we're playing.
All right.
Nice.
Right,
Gotta
right,
grind
next
out a bunch.
Good
Night.
night.
All right. Good
Night,
night.
folks.